And yeah, I must say that some of the players that people think are good are actually quite garbage. I mean, I've watched some of these replay packs from ESL Cups and stuff, and like, oh man, I don't want to say it, but I mean, if I see some of these players play, man, some of them that have gotten famous because they were famous in another game, so bad.
Oh wow, there's your controversy right there, guys.
Yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna say it. I just begging me to say it. Hasuobs, man. When I watch his replays, I want to claw my eyes out. All right, I said it. There you go.
Man, those undead players, they just don't know what they're doing.
Well, I don't know about that, man, but some of the macro that I see coming out of some of these players, it's like, whoa, dude, just spend your money and you win, but whatever.
All right, I got a question I have been tossing at everybody that has been interviewed on this show. They seem to have a lot of fun with this question, so I'm going to give it to you, see what you can make out of it. Alrighty, so you have just been awarded a $13 million bursary from Blizzard, an army of slave developers who will program 24/7 to every whim you want. And basically, they give you the task of making sure StarCraft 2 is ready for release. What does the dictator, Dan, do in this situation?
Alright, well, I do like this question. Alright, what I do is I take StarCraft 2 and I put it on BattleNet 1.0 so that it has good latency and an actual workable BattleNet. And there you go, man. I do that, and I put in a couple patches, you know, nerf mech down a little bit, and we got ourselves an esport.
That was easy enough.
Yeah, man, no, that's all it needs. It's close. It's close. But we need some better latency, and we need, we definitely do need some patches, and I would love to have BattleNet back to what it was.
Yeah, I've been told that they were going to have some issues because, obviously, the data going back and forth on StarCraft 2 is a bit more than Brood War was, but I also have been told that there's, like, proxies and things like that that have been used to make the connection just so much more solid, and it makes me kind of curious.
Yeah, there's occasionally programs are showing up and stuff, so I mean, it'll probably eventually be good, but, you know, you can't beat StarCraft 1 latency with IC Cup Launcher. That stuff was good.
Alrighty, and last thing I want to ask you a little bit about is tournaments after release. So, do you what kind of tournaments are you looking forward to seeing that might be different from the beta tournaments, or what are your feelers starting to pick out on how many tournaments are actually in the pan for release time? Like, I don't know, what do you think the tournament scene is going to look like right out of the get-go here?
There's going to be like a lot of weekly cups, as we've seen, I think, and then LANs are going to start picking up, and that's actually what I'm really interested in. Things like MLG, ESL, you know, WCG, stuff like that. And I think all those are going to start getting announced really quickly after the release of the game. Those are definitely where you actually show the real skill. I mean, online tournaments are great and they show a lot of skill, but you know, it's really when you're playing offline, that is where you really prove what you're worth, I think. So, you know, I think the overall scene is going to be huge. I think we're going to have more tournaments for StarCraft 2 than we have ever had for any esport game ever. I'm pretty sure of that.
Any hints at a TSL?
I really definitely think that there's going to be more TSLs, man. They do such a great job on TeamLiquid.net with the Team Liquid Star Leagues, and I can't imagine a world without new TSLs coming up. I'm sure they're going to have some. They're going to be great.
Another interesting player in the community, I mean, we wouldn't be surprised, but you know, it's sort of a website that has to pick up a new role because of StarCraft 2, and that's iCup that's starting to try and get itself involved with tournaments. And I think,
yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out because of the whole server thing. Obviously, if they make their own server, Blizzard will shut them down instantly. I don't know. I mean, they're doing a good job with iCup TV so far, so I like the direction they're heading in. They definitely have to be really creative like that, though, because what they've been offering for years, they absolutely can't offer in StarCraft 2.
Now, how do you think in pro gaming this server segregation is going to disrupt pro gaming, and how do you think, even though it is a disturbance and everyone's really mad about it, do you think that there's going to be workarounds for it that come out soon?
Yeah, there's a workaround actually that I'm going to do right away, which is buy a copy of the game in every region, and I suspect that every really top player will have a copy in every region, or at least every region that he doesn't lag in. I can't imagine that not being the case for really top players that are making a living off this. So you have to be able to practice with who you want, when you want. And it's going to require owning more than one copy, which, it's expensive, it's annoying, but I'm just going to bite the bullet and do it right away.
All right. Is there anything coming up for you, or anything you're currently just about to release or just released that you want to tell the people out here about?
Well, not really. I mean, I'm just making some videos on scforall.com. Definitely check those out. I'm writing some content for various sites. I kind of just post that on my Twitter, twitter.com/Artosis. So I'll link you to it for wherever I make it. Yeah, check out Meet Your Makers, mymym.com. Yeah, that's it. Those are the sites that I mostly hang around on. I post everything on Team Liquid and my Twitter. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, Artosis, thank you very much for coming out to this show.
All right, well, thank you much for having me once again. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to leave any feedback or just talk to me, or maybe even suggest an interview that you'd like to hear, or have a question for somebody we're going to interview in the future, you can do all of that through various means. I'll start with Twitter and Team Liquid. I am the Elitists on both of those. If you wish to send me an email, you can email me at elitistpodcast@gmail.com. If you're interested in seeing other shows or backlogs, we have a thread on Team Liquid, and also a website, www.elitistpodcast.com. There you can find more things, blog posts, and all sorts of crazy crap that I throw in there that's related to Starcraft and other things. Also, if you're feeling generous, you can leave a comment over on iTunes for the show. Just search the Elitist Podcast on iTunes and you'll find the show. And remember that your reviews not only help us learn more about our audience, but also help out with the show in the publicity ratings, which is always good. Of course, if you wish to subscribe to the show, there is an iTunes link, an RSS link, and a blog RSS link, all at elitistpodcast.com. That's our show. For more, check out www.elitistpodcast.com. Theme song, Starcraft Terran theme, Ravlu Electro Mix, made by Ravlu. SoulTapRecords.com.